Hey everybody, David here, and I am back with another video. Hopefully you all are doing well, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about the flavor of the month for May. And this is a series on my channel, if you were unaware or haven't watched any previous videos on this, is where I do a review over a fragrance I just got in, so like a first impression, or one I've been wearing and I really want to let you all know, or just something from my collection that I have not touched on yet in any of my lists or any of my other videos that I want to bring to your attention to let you know, hey, you might want to check this out, or hey, you might want to try it, or hey, this isn't good, don't try it, you know? So, from my opinion, my standpoint. And you know, I always want to spread positive vibes in the channel, in the community, make sure to give you my opinion. And what I mean by that is just to be transparent with you all. I know there's a lot of false information, especially with exercise and fragrance. You know, I want to be transparent, straightforward with you all, let you know my opinion, and kind of what I mentioned before. I want to look out for you all. Make sure to sample all these fragrances. If there's something you're very interested in and you do not know if you're going to like it or not, make sure to sample if you can, if they do offer samples. Make sure to get some decants, all right? Now, I have made a TikTok account, and I try to put different content than what I make videos on here. Go ahead and check that out if you have not yet. And then also my YouTube Shorts, I do that as well. I try to cover different content than what I do on this channel. So, I want to give back to you all. You all have been very supportive, so I appreciate that. And now, with all that out of the way, let's hop into this flavor of the month. So, for today's flavor of the month, this is a very floral forward fragrance. And you know, at first I didn't think I was gonna like this, okay? Didn't think I was gonna like it, but this one for me blew me away. I really enjoy this house. I'm very surprised. Kind of the bigger reviewers have put me onto them. I really enjoy their fragrances, at least the ones I have tried. There's one I wish I'd bring back, but I don't know if it'll ever come back. But hey, enough rambling on about it. We're talking about from the Signature collection from the house of Zaharoff, and it is Signature Bloom. So I just got this one in, and man, this one is crazy, man. So here's the box, show you. You know, I watched some of the big reviewers, and I've seen George Zaharoff talking and stuff, and you know, he really knows his stuff. Very, very knowledgeable guy over fragrance for sure. And there's the back of the box. And then in the front, you got those florals. Kind of looks pretty cool. It's kind of got like a pop-out design. And then at the bottom, you got the barcode. And then you got the logo up top here. And then at the back, it says Elixir of the World. Kind of talks about the fragrance a little bit. Tells you what it's made with and tells you the ingredients. And it has Zaharoff.com. But here it is right here. The last fragrance I got from this line, and I'll tell you, these rose fragrances are insane to me. They are crazy. I got the Signature Hafeti. Hopefully I didn't pronounce that wrong. But Black Rose, that one, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That one's probably the, like, straight up rose fragrances. That one's probably the best one I put my nose to, man. Very rich, very deep. A little fresh, but that Black Rose, whew, it's got a lot of rose facets in it, like different types of rose. Really enjoyable. I wore that and it was very nicely done. But back to the one we're talking about today, which is Signature Bloom. I'm pretty sure this one is a limited release. This one right here, the bottle, I really like the Zaharoff caps too. Colorful, kind of cool. They click into place, so get that out. Very hefty cap. This one's got a white top on it. On the bottle, it's got the Zaharoff logo, Signature Bloom at the bottom. And then at the bottom of the bottle, it tells you the concentration, all that type of jazz, and it's got Zaharoff on there again. And then at the back, you got some florals here. Kind of looks pretty cool going through. You can kind of see through and see the florals back here. And then at the front, you got that flower that you do on the box here. So with this fragrance, this came out at the right time, I guess you should say. And this one, like I said, I was not expecting it to be this darn good. Zaharoff, what are you doing over there? This one is crazy in my opinion. Like I said, I do not even like florals And I like this one. This one is very nicely done, very refined. And I have a few from the House of Zaharoff. Like, I had about 3 or 4, I think. But this one blew my mind. It is crazy. And let's hop into the main accords of this. So it's going to be very floral, kind of what I mentioned before. This one is very fresh as well. Sweet, resinous, and creamy. And I do get that creaminess as well with this fragrance right here. I'm going to back that up a little bit so the shot's better. But in the top, that opening is very nicely done. So you're going to get a little bit of coconut. You're going to get a little bit of that jasmine in the opening. And then that gardenia is going to be there. All that stuff is in the opening. Very floral focused. That coconut is going to give it that creaminess with this one. And it's a very different coconut. It's not a coconut you're going to get from Le Beau Le Parfum or anything like that. This one's on the floral side. It's a creamier coconut. That one kind of, if you're looking at the Le Beau line, that one kind of leans into like a sunscreen-esque, but still creamy a little bit. But this one's full creamy on that coconut. And in the heart, basically you're going to get more of jasmine. It's going to be a different type of jasmine. And then you are going to get some orange blossom, the red penny, and then the amber. I get a lot, as this fragrance dries down, I get a lot of orange blossom. And I'm really starting to notice that I really like orange blossom. I feel like it's a note that's very, very, not underrated, but like not used much, but when it's used in the correct way, it can flourish and be very nicely done. And it is well refined in here. The florals gives it a little bit of elevation with that orange blossom. I get a lot of orange blossom in the mid. And then as this fragrance dries down, it's got some vanilla, frankincense, jasmine, myrrh, oud, sandalwood, sugarcane, and ylang-ylang. And I do get a little of that ylang-ylang when it's drying down. I do get a little bit of that vanilla, that bourbon vanilla, frankincense. I get more of that jasmine. Jasmine's a very prominent fragrance, as you could tell. And this one, I think, from when you spray it on, I get a little bit of a resinous smell. So what I mean by that is, it's a little incensey. So what I'm trying to say is, when I sprayed this one on and when I wore it, I thought it was going to be very feminine. But this is on very unisex. So a woman could wear this, a man could wear this, and it'll do really well on either or. And I think it's because that resinous feel with it. It's got a little incensey feel throughout the whole fragrance here. And like I said, it's not too floral. It's a very in-between floral. I kind of what I mentioned before. Very unisex. Like I said, men, if you are afraid to wear a floral fragrance, don't be afraid to wear this one. Definitely get a sample and try it out for yourself. Because I was blown away about how in between it was. It wasn't very feminine at all. It's not too masculine. Like I said, it's that sweet spot with this one. And with this one right here, it's a white floral, as you could tell, with all the jasmine in there. And it's very wearable as well. This one's a very wearable, and it came out a perfect time of year too. This is more for your spring, straight up spring, early summer. You'll be able to wear this, but I will say further on in the summer, you can wear this, but just to let you know, it's pretty creamy. So it might be a little bit not overpowering, but that creaminess might get to you, might cause you headaches. Me personally, I never really get headaches with my fragrances. Make sure to spray accordingly. And so usually in the summer, high heat situations, you might want to dial the sprays back a little bit. But for the springtime, this is a perfect spring fragrance. Zaharoff kills it with these floral fragrances. With these rose fragrances I've tried from the house, nicely done. I also like the Coco Loco one from the house as well. And the one I was talking about earlier, Citrate, hopefully I bring that one back for the summer. Or something similar to that. I really want to try this out. But I'm really happy with my purchase from the House of Zaharoff with this one right here, Signature Bloom. George Zaharoff, if you see this, man, you do excellent work, and I appreciate your perfumery. And it's very nicely done, very nicely done. The florals in here are on both ends of the spectrum. So what I mean by that is they can be masculine, they can be feminine. Like I said, it's just that sweet in between. I will say performance on this, easily it goes 6-7 hours off my skin. I will say the projection is about 1.5 hours to 2 hours off my skin. As it goes down, I will say it's a very close scent, so it's very close to the skin. But that first hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, when I get a lot of that gardenia, that jasmine, and that orange blossom during that time. So possibly pushing 2 hours, I'm really getting that orange blossom. But at the start, that jasmine's really going to be pushing off my skin at least. very enjoyable, very enjoyable. And then, as I said, the orange blossom peaks out a little bit more and more as this fragrance dries down. And I mentioned oud. I don't really get any of that oud in this fragrance here. At the base, I get more of that woody frankincense. And throughout the whole scent, I think the frankincense is what gives it that incensey feel with this fragrance. But this one's easily... I know I only have 4 from the houses, or I have 5 from the House of Zaharoff. I apologize. I got the signature Om too. That's the one with the bee. It's kind of got honey. I got that one as well. I will say, out of everything in the house, this one's competing for a top 3 for me. I will say top 3 for sure. Like I said, I really like the rose fragrances, but this one's creeping up there. Maybe with more wears, gonna have to try it out. And yeah, that is my review for Zaharoff's Signature Bloom. This one, very nice, masculine, feminine. Anybody could wear this floral. And that coconut in the opening with that jasmine just works perfectly. You give it a nice, creamy, fresh floral feel off that top. And then as it dries down, that freshness does not go, okay? The freshness does not go away. And it gets more resinous as the fragrance dries down, I think, with that frankincense coming in, which makes it on that masculine side of things. But like I said, guys, if you're interested in this, go ahead, hop over to the Zaharoff's website, check it out, see if they got any samples. And yeah, in my honest opinion, I'm going to give this one an 8.7 out of 10. Now, I'm a pretty harsh grader. Anything from 9 to 10's got to be something that's really blowing me away. And don't get me wrong, this has room to move up. This has room to move up for my nose. I've only worn it twice, I think. Twice. I've only worn this twice. And man, this one, as it keeps going, it keeps getting more and more impressive to me. Like I said, well-defined. I'm always happy with Zaharoff. They have good packaging. I always get good shipments from them. And I always get thank you letters, or thank you written on the receipt. So, hey, makes me feel good. I'm glad to support you, George. And I know I don't really know you like that. Hopefully you don't mind me using your first name. But, you know, if you see this, keep pumping out the fragrances, man. Keep doing the great work that you're doing. I really appreciate your work, kind of what I mentioned before. So, yeah, there's the Zaharoff Signature Bloom, the elixir of the world, all the fragrances here. Let me know in your comments down below if you have tried out this fragrance or got a sample of it and you tried it out, and let me know your thoughts of the House of Zaharoff. It'll be very interesting to hear from you. But Zaharoff keeps, every time I keep getting more and more fragrances from him, it just keeps getting better and better from the house for sure. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what you all think of that house and what you think of this fragrance or any fragrance from the house. And hopefully you enjoyed the flavor of the month for May, and I will see you on the next one.